We're here at the Sun Bowl right now, and I'm with two former Miners, one ex-UTEP quarterback great, Rocky Perez, along with a man that pretty much stole the show this year catching footballs, wide receiver Ian Hamilton. Now, both Hamilton's eligibility is over. Of course, we know Rocky's eligibility was over about 15 years ago. And Coach Nate Paz, who's been with the program for as long as I've been around, is also here, and he is delivering the 3 footballs. And, Coach, first off, I understand that 2 of these balls are regulation. One is a little less.
2 pounds less PCI or PSI. Yeah.
All right. So, and you've been talking about deflated footballs. Everybody's talking about it. I mean, this story won't go away. So here's what we're going to do. We have 3 footballs that Coach Paz is showing us right now. He knows which one has less air than the other 2. We're going to let Rocky and Ian throw and catch these balls, and then we'll see if they can pick it out and find out afterwards if there really was any difference between the 3 footballs. Okay, the tests are in, and right now both Rocky and Ian noticed that the second football felt different than the first ball and the third ball. Now, Rocky's holding I think the last ball. Ian's holding the first ball. I'm holding the second ball. Guys, first off, you tell me, Rocky, feel that and feel the other one, and you're telling me there's a big difference between the 2 as you were throwing.
Absolutely. First and the last one felt a little harder. It was hard to get a tighter spiral, but this one, felt a little softer, a little easier to throw, and my spiral seemed a lot tighter.
So, Rocky, you could tell us the difference between the 2 footballs pretty clear. Ian, I'm sure you could too. Let me have Rocky hand you that second football. So there is the lighter ball between the other one. Now, tell me, as a receiver, what you noticed as you were catching the 2.
Just catching it, it felt softer. You can tell the throw, like his spiral was a lot tighter, and just catching it, like it wasn't as slick. It was just easier to catch, honestly. I feel like you're not necessarily too focused on that. You'd notice it, but at the end of the day, you're kind of just out there looking to make a play. So it's not necessarily the ball, but the person behind it.
Rocky, you agree with that?
Yeah, I do to a certain extent, but as the guy throwing it, by feeling that second ball, it was a lot easier to throw, and grabbing the harder ball would make it a little bit more difficult, especially in wet weather. I would definitely prefer to have the second ball if I had that choice.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's no doubt 2 ex-Miners telling us here today that there is a big difference. And yes, a deflated football can make all the difference in the world, both throwing and catching. And it will be very interesting to find out what the NFL decides to do to the New England Patriots when Deflategate is over and done with. For Team 600, I'm Steve Kaplowitz, reporting from the Sun Bowl.